The other day, Dana was doing an interview and announced some news, so I took this clip from MMA World just to be open about it. It says it in the corner.
When do you think you'll have it narrowed down, and any hints you can give us?
Yeah, I'll probably announce it. Maybe I'll announce it at the press conference this weekend.
All right. Well, that'll be fun. UFC pre-fight or post-fight press conference? You're going to make us wait till after? Post-fight.
So you can't help but wonder. First, he has to think about it. Then he says probably. And then he says the post-fight instead of the Q&A that was on yesterday. Just, I feel like they're having a lot of trouble kind of solidifying details. I mentioned before in other videos, I was very high level business. Things sometimes are so difficult, and I don't know exactly all their issues and how far they negotiate things. The fighters have contracts, so you have to assume that a certain level of stuff is just on the table in the contract, end of story. You don't really discuss it. But it would seem such a big thing, and people would want to be a part of history. That's my assumption. I think that's how a lot of us fans view it, is that it's a big piece of history. It's UFC 300. But, I don't know, there's a lot more to the story. Obviously. Just by the body language and all the rest of it. The reason, the way it's taken so long. I should have went and looked up when the tickets go on sale, but I know it's very soon, and you would obviously want everything announced before the tickets go on sale. Not that you would have to. It's UFC 300. It's going to sell out anyways, but it would be one of those primary things. When you're trying to set deals, before you walk into a meeting about that, you would have your list memorized, your 5 key points that you need to walk away with, and also how you plan to achieve it. Your wording that will get you there. I don't think I'm unique in that way. I think that's normal business, high level, especially business. You don't walk in not knowing the answer to questions, especially, if you're in meetings all the time with like VPs of the company and presidents, company CEO, whatever, you know all that. And obviously they had laid out their plans in their head. They're very good at what they do. They've been doing it for years. So I have every expectation that they would do things a lot similar to the way that I always did it. But so there's a lot going on. There was an interview you probably heard about recently where Dana said something to the effect of there might be, or there could be, or there should be a documentary made about how difficult it has been with UFC 300 behind the scenes. And I can't help but wonder what that is. The last thing is, if I had to guess what fight's going to be added, I got to go Adesanya Duplessis. It's got to be, right? What else could it be? It's not going to be Brock Lesnar. It's not going to be Ronda Rousey. Okay, I'll give it a 1% chance of either of those two, but I don't think so. These people are like long retired, out of the sport, and don't have anything really to do with it, and I don't know. I wonder, did people make that up as a troll? Or people that started those things, did they really just think that was of any kind of real possibility? Again, never say never. I learned that a long time ago. I've seen some crazy stuff in 52 years, but it's not something I would ever say like, oh yeah, I think that'll happen. Not even close. It's not even on my radar in the slightest. And I see it all the time, and I'm like, what? Crazy stuff. That's like saying Vince McMahon's going to be the main event. I don't know. What do you think?